And we're back. So, while we're here, we might as well go ahead and give those gifts over. Got a whole bunch of them. Might as well use them, right? Anyway, Yuna seems pretty happy about getting a gift. Give Tita these goggles. And she gives us an accessory from the Zai Central Factory. So, not a bad trade. And apparently it's a gift for Rose of all people. I don't know how she got it from all the way over here, but hey. Whatever floats her boat, right? So we got a couple of new accessories for doing all that. Break damage plus 150% from Tita. And straight up arts plus 300 from Roselia. Which, I mean, could be useful. It's at least attack, so we can make something out of that. However, it doesn't offer any status resistances, which is kind of the big problem here. Alright. Anyway, our next destination is back on the road here. Because we want to go catch that legendary fish. And we're gonna catch that fish no matter what. So a new fishing spot popped up, it's all the way down there. We're just gonna try and get there while I was avoiding as many fights as possible. God, who likes fighting things, right? I certainly don't. I'm going the wrong way. God. I go ahead and get the bike, and then it's like, oh yeah, use it for like 2 seconds. That's all you get. So the fishing spot appeared here. Too bad I suck at timing this. Come on, I played all these rhythm games for a reason. This is embarrassing. There we go. You don't need a license to fish. Anyway, we caught it. Eventually. It gives us 500 of each thing. Woohoo! I wonder if there's any actual thing to say about this. Or if it's just, you know, being a dill. Nope. They didn't give us a membership card in any other Trails game but, like, the first two. Oh, the second one, really. They didn't even have fishing in the first game. Alright, so this stuff isn't translated, but basically, we caught the mega fish. And everyone's like, "Holy shit, you caught the mega fish? Incredible! Sasuga Rin-sama, you are truly the greatest fisherman of our time." Hey now, he's not as good as Estelle Bright. No, that's enough, guys. Everyone knows I'm the greatest fisherman around. That may be true. By the way, do you have some sick swag for me? Maybe. Maybe they do have some sick swag for us. Let's go check it out. Well, if you compare women to fish in the ocean, then Rin certainly is a master fisherman. And because we caught 24 different kinds of fish, we got the last upgrade to our fishing rod. You know it's good when it's in Greek. Anyway, we can trade this for a still blue. So this is going on Emma right away. Because it's basically just a straight upgrade to what she has on right now. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go all in. Look at that arts power, 2,913. We want to blow stuff up. Alright. That's enough fooling around. We have another destination to go to. And that is the Rest Lodge here in here between Ulster and pretty much everywhere else in the north. Anyway, the reason we wanted to go here is because there is a special conversation with two intrepid reporters and the Second Dominion of all people. Oh, hello everyone. Instructor Thomas, and I know you from the Crossbell Times. Hey, good to see you again. Reen, Toa, long time no see. It would have been nice to see you in Ellen Village. Too bad we just nearly missed each other. Gaius and Rosine told me about that. So, who is this man here? I believe we've met him before, and I think he was blind. This will be the first time I'm introducing myself to you. They gave him a voice. He's clearly an important character. I'm a freelance journalist. My name is Marcel Nielsen. And you must be the famed Ashen Chevalier, along with the talented and famed Herschel. Or perhaps I should call you a sacrifice of the Twilight. How do you know that? He's kinda like my senpai in the world of journalists. He's received many Pulitzer Prizes before. for his coverage in the DG cult incident and the Independence Declaration incident in Crossbell. I see. I've heard about that before. So then why are you and Instructor Thomas here too, Grace? Well, I have to apologize for the tough time you had aboard the Pantagruel. Actually, I'm continuing my search for a certain item. He might have. I've never played the Evo game, so I don't know. An ancient artifact of the Empire, the last Black Record. Oh, those are the records that you and Reen have been gathering. The wavering darkness between the flame and the earth, the beginning of the tale of the end. One is the great rivalry between two gods. Second is the fusion of fire and earth, and the split into 7 vessels. Third is the birth of the capital and acceptance of the Grail. Fourth is the disappearance of the Holy Beast and the disaster of the dragon. Fifth is the recapture of the capital and the start of the Vermilion Curse. Sixth is the War of the Lions and the sacrifice of the Saint. Seventh is the appearance of the shunned child to the north. 8 is the 100 Days' War after the sacrifice of the village. 9th is the great azure tree in the east, and the infernal palace. Thus the wish of 1,000 years is fulfilled. When the sacrifice spills the blood of the old, the path to the Black Grail will appear. When the corrupted holy beast is slain by the sword of demise, and its blood fills the Grail, the Great Twilight will begin. The Shun Child in the North is actually supposed to be George Wiseman. Because it's pretty clear that he had a hand in the Hamill incident. So, basically the Salt Pail incident, caused him to become a total dickbag. And he's been responsible for a lot of the tragedies in this game. If I'm remembering correctly. Wait, there's more to that story? Yes, His Majesty confided to me in absolute secrecy at the Ursula Hospital. Since the beginning of the Twilight, apparently there is an addendum that even he does not know the contents of. No way! Well, ancient artifacts like this defy common sense, so it could be any number of things. The stones from Liberl are all written in gibberish, after all. So, the fact that you're all gathered here can only mean that Nielsen has found the last volume. Oh. Wow. I have heard of the perceptive abilities of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade users. Yes, it is something I found while traveling around the Empire this month. Even a blind man like me can read the contents of that jet black book. Honey, you aren't fooling anybody. And I determined that it is without a doubt the final volume that I was looking for. So, we were negotiating on whether I could access the contents, and he ended up presenting a certain condition in exchange. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Reen, he would like to cover your story. What do you mean? But that's... Oh, don't worry. I don't plan to put this in a book or an article or anything. I managed to understand your origin and your situation from what I've heard. But what has happened in this giant empire called Erebonia? And what is continuing to happen? I'd like to hear it straight from the one that's involved. Given that you are the very center of every event that is going on across this land. And if you decide to go along with the interview, I'll reveal the contents of the last record. Reen? Seriously, you're even more shrewd than Wazi would lead me to believe. So, what do you think, Reen? Would you mind helping us out? The war is starting in 5 days. We should get as much information as we can. Well, we might as well. What's an interview gonna do to hurt us? It's not like, you know, we're inviting him to our home and he's a vampire or something. Very well then. If you want to hear my story, then I'll give it to you. That's wonderful. That really helps me out. Maybe I could help supplement the story too. Ooh, I want to interview them too. This is such a rare opportunity. And so they headed down to the first floor. And Nielsen collected information for an article on Reen. Quest: Reporter Nielsen's interview begun. Reen, it sounds like Instructor Thomas was your history instructor at school. And Herschel, you've acquired extensive knowledge from your grandfather. I'd like to view the events up to now as one big story as we go through this interview. Right. I feel kind of nervous about this. I understand. Well, there's no holding back now then. Presently, the current of the events that led up to the Great Twilights, as well as the underside of the Great Jormungand and Millie Mirage strategies, as well as the 7 Divine Knights that have become the key to it all, and the 2 Septarians from the prehistoric civilization. The whole story is becoming apparent to me. It is sudden and transcendental, and it surpasses humanity itself. In fact, it may even work to make the history made by humanity feel meaningless. However, analyzing it all carefully, there are more than just transcendental elements present. There are multiple flows throughout the history of people, not just in the Empire, I believe. What do you mean, multiple flows? Oh, I see. This sounds interesting. But how much does he really know? One of the large flows is, of course, the Erebonian Empire, and the rivalry between the inheritors of the Earth and the inheritors of the Blaze. Finally, the first member of the Arnor family, which was born, which would end up serving as their mediator. Accepting the Septian Church, they began to work towards the revival of civilization. As rulers in the Empire started attaining power, the unique nobility system was established. And ultimately, this ended up leading to the War of the Lions 250 years ago. I had heard the fight itself was a transcendental battle. But I believe there was actually a chance to begin an essential flow of events in the underworld, lasting until this very day. Reen, what do you think that event was? Well, was it the development of tactical and mechanical technology? 2. The sharp decline in population due to the war? Or 3. The reforms of Emperor Dreikels after the war? The answer is, of course, number 3. I believe the main point is the ancestor of the modern empire, Dreikels, and his reforms. In the Age of Darkness during the Middle Ages, many systems that did not exist, systems like the rule of law, economics, culture, rose up and became the cornerstones of our modern state. And the formation of Thor's Academy was one of the great byproducts of this. People were trained and not restricted based on their families or their origins. And even commoners began to serve roles in the government or the army. The birth of an innovative school, contrasting the nobility. That may be one cause of the Civil War 2 years ago. That's right. If such a trend never began in the first place, the nobility would have no reason to start the war. So the army, the government, and others are all connected to this flowing tale. It does seem well defined when you all agree like that. Let us move on to a second topic, about the perimeter and the outskirts of the empire. There are various options to define the notion of nations that surround the empire. But Liberl, Northumbria, Jurai, Nord, and Crossbell are all important states that must be included. While the Republic borders the Empire as well, it is hard to claim that it has played a powerful role. Some people have claimed that Nord is a territory of the Empire after all. And Crossbell has been a disputed land for hundreds of years, not thousands. When the Empire was founded, these places were never territories of the Empire. They were always outside of it, and yet they had strong influences. Emperor Dreikels went to Nord to raise his army. Needless to say, that was the true genesis to the modern empire we know now. Yet, there was another event. While it was not the genesis, it did play a major part in affecting the empire. What do you think that is, Reen? Well, was it the goddess statue in Nord? The salt pail in Northumbria? Or 3, the mayor resigning in Jurai? Well, clearly, the most important event that would have affected the Empire out of these would have been the salt pail. The one that comes to mind is the salt pail in Northumbria. It was a supernatural disaster whose cause is still not well known. Though it didn't rise in the Empire itself, it's caused a lot of influence on its people. But that is true, and Northumbria changed from a duchy to an autonomous state. That's when refugees started fleeing to the Empire, and when Jaegers appeared and started to be used for various conflicts. That's right, and the collapse of Northumbria cast a shadow on Jurai to the west. Due to their economic difficulties, Jurai was tempted by the Empire, by Chancellor Osborne, and as a result, Crow's grandfather. That's right. I see. That does create quite an impact. It even connects to the Imperial Liberation Front. Yes, we cannot ignore that story in the flow of the Empire's history. Now, I have one final matter I would like to get to. The third, the effect from the East. Namely Crossbell, now officially a territory of the Empire, and the Calvard Republic. Other countries are included too, but we can limit the discussion to Crossbell and Calvard for now. For hundreds of years, Calvard contended for Crossbell. 100 years ago, the monarchy was driven out, and the state underwent a democratic revolution. And then 72 years ago, in the name of joint consignment of the two major powers, Crossbell was established as an autonomous state. Actually, were you aware that Crossbell was a territory of the Empire much of the past was a territory of the Empire in the past century? Yes, I do remember reading something like that. That's not something the Empire tends to emphasize much. Even though in Crossbell, the story of the Palace of Old Governors from the Imperial era is a hot topic. Once the mansion of a former Imperial bigwig, it became the locale for a really sketchy auction. So that must be it. It was a negative point for the Empire when Crossbell transitioned to become an autonomous state. And in a sense, Imperial history is a bit blurred. Oh. That's right. I think that's the case. And thus, both Calvard and Crossbell became democracies, and accomplished a higher level of the reforms Dreikel sought. As a result, the Empire continued to amass its strength, and finally won the right to divide influence over Crossbell in half. And that disgrace for Crossbell was meted out in an unconscious way as members of the Empire began to take it over. Then followed the anti-republican tendencies characteristic of people from the Empire. Thus followed a dramatic modern revolution, along with a democratic revolution in Calvard. Many factors were involved, but there was one leading force that drove them to push back the old regime. Reen, it may not be in the history books, but do you know what it is? Well, was it immigrants from the East? The new autonomous state of Crossbell? Or 3, the Septian Church? Well, it's actually the immigrants from the East. I heard that immigrants from the East have been coming to Calvard for years. That's right. And this immigration crisis caused an economic collapse in Calvard. Basically, what was the reason for the democratic revolution in Calvard? As you know, it's not in our Empire's history books, but it's almost definitely in Calvard's history books. It is said that the funds supporting the takedown of the old regime came from merchants from the East. Their assassins were said to be key people of power, and it is also said that they faced each other. I see. The flow from the East came the influence of Calvard's democratization. Connected to Crossbell as an autonomous state, connected to the eventual annexation of Crossbell by the Empire. And to the conflict last year with the infiltration of the Special Forces. Ultimately, intertwining with the Jormungand and Million Mirage strategies of today. I've heard that before, but it's not a story of the underworld of the Empire this time. I see now. I believe that this was more of a warning than it was an interview. The past, the present, and the future of the Empire and its surrounding lands. The curse that exists today does not fit within this framework. And you're telling me not to get trapped in that framework as a sacrifice of the curse. Oh. I see. Nielsen. Well, it is true that you are a key person in all of this. This was a good way to validate my hypotheses and gather my thoughts. Received the final volume of the Black Records. Huh? Oh. It is rather short, so it shouldn't take you much time to decipher. I shall excuse myself here. My next interview is waiting. Wait, Nielsen, how do you intend to get there? I plan to board the transport car to the mining village nearby. And then I'll board a train to Melsante. Oh, is that so? Then take me with you. Oh, I need to call Renz over. So, this is goodbye. I hope to see you again soon. Hopefully with the Secretary General as well. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it. Thanks a lot. I really feel like I've caught up on a lot of things. I won't act on my own accord, but I'll try my best to keep a wide view of things. Yeah, exactly. Don't get caught up in fate just because, you know, it's hard to explain something. It's never that simple. Thank you very much. This was a really enlightening conversation. I enjoyed it as well. Anyway, take care for now. Well, thanks a lot, everyone. I'll start deciphering the record tonight. It might take me a few days, but I'll let you know as soon as it's done. Right, that'd be great. Are you heading out to your own Merkaba now? No, I'm planning to rejoin Rosine to help with her repairs. Then take care. I'm really glad to see you again. Now that I think about it, we spent 2 years at school together, Toa. Well, take care then, everyone, and be careful. He's a pretty... The Partitioner. It's really hard to understand the abilities of the Church. Well, Grandmother trusts him, and so do I. Well, that was a really dense conversation. But don't you feel like you've learned a lot? Yeah, I managed to follow along, and I think it put a lot of things into perspective. Plus, we got the last volume of the Black Records. We'll have to ponder over its contents once they're finally translated. Yep, let's do that, Reen. Reporter Nielsen's interview complete. And we got 2 AP because we answered everything correctly. And we got a thing. I don't know what this thing is. And my translation certainly isn't telling me. Apparently it's a Kim Ye-ju. So hit plus 100, and critical plus 9. That seems acceptable. Make her even more likely to hit the hell out of things. Alright then. We've got more places to go to, though. Like Leaves. Let's go back to Leaves. So we can see Cher and Agate are here. And it looks like Frankie's like, hey, I want to be a bracer. Can I be a bracer, guys? No. Can I be a guild receptionist? No. Well, at least he's trying. Good for him. Anyway, you can play Cher and Vantage Masters if you want. Of course, I don't want to. And you want to talk to Peter here? Because he'll tell you about a new fishing spot that just opened up. Well, it'd be more like, Oh yeah, I play my ultimate card and you die. Good game. Alright, so now we've unlocked the slot where the new fish appears. Fortunately, I'm having a terrible time trying to figure out where Lake Gala Lane is. Whatever, it's fine. And there should be a recipe at the bakery here. It sure is. So we'll go ahead and pick up the Caesar salad. And looks like we only have 5 recipes left to go. Of course, I still have to make some of the new ones I got, but again, more stuff to do off screen. That looks like every little thing I needed to do. So let's do our side quest here. Oh, Reen, you saw the request! Yeah, I was surprised to hear you left the ship. I'm glad to see your colleagues are doing well. They got kinda mad at me. Anyway, can we get started discussing what I wanted to talk about? I know you guys are busy here, but there won't be another chance for this. Well, I did help Monk out with a radio drama before. I almost died of embarrassment when I heard it broadcast last time. Well, I guess I can hear you out. You don't seem too stoked about this, man. But I'm sure you will be once you hear this. As mentioned in the request, Radio Trista would like to put out a special edition of our radio drama. But we can't do it directly because of all the censorship before the war. Even so, I still think it's important to convey messages more important than war. Monk. I see. So, just like before, you need someone to substitute for your main character. Yep, just like last time, this will be the latest edition of the Eternal 9. But we have to select our voice actor for the lead. And the heroines couldn't make it either. And for this special edition, I need you to find 4 substitute girls to play the heroines. That's pretty absurd for a request. Yeah, you'd think so. Oh, but Reen, think of the children! We have so many fan letters. Even people sick in the hospital are waiting for this. Hey, Pats fan. We're doing some radio shenanigans here. And since we probably won't avoid this war, I want to at least help them be strong. Oh, I guess we can help. Okay, I got it. I don't know how much help will be, but... Oh, thank you, Reen! You're the best! We don't have a ton of time, so we can't just start asking people... we don't have a ton of time, so we'll get started on asking people. The setting was a fictional kingdom in the middle of the continent, if I remember correctly. I remember the hero's name was Noin, who was acting under orders of the second princess. He was a remarkable person. He had a strange birth, a black suit, gray hair, wielded a tachi. What did you miss? Oh, I did some side quests. We got Calvard's Hercules agents back in Calvard, finally. They just had to give the Empire a gunship in exchange, because that's fair. We had a duel with Lecter and Maya and Maya's dad. And we had a nice little interview with Marcus Nielsen, the not first Anguis. Oh, wait. You guys don't have to say anything. The visuals even look like me. It's so cool, though! But thinking about your feelings, Reen... Oh, don't worry about that. So have you decided on your 4 heroines? Well, I should explain a bit about them first. Oh yeah, you missed the bonding events. I went with, Alphen, Laura, Muse, Gaius, and, who did I pick 5th? Oh yeah, Sarah. That's right. First, we need the daughter of an earl. Her name is Selma, and her hobby is gardening. She's a very smart woman. The second is Ruri. She's the twin sister of Nanai, who made an appearance last time. She's a reporter with a devilish personality. The third is Heine, who's a librarian. She's been writing novels on the side. And the last is Velvet. She's a mysterious fortune teller. You couldn't have tried a little harder, could you? Selma should be Adel. Ruri is almost definitely Vivi. Heine is Dorothy. And Velvet is Beryl. Well, Muse tried to put the moves on him in a swimsuit, so... Good work, guys. Vivi and Dorothy should be on your ship. Adel actually just came to Leaves recently. She should be working with some of the other students and Instructor Mary. I see. Oh, I haven't seen Adel in a while. But what about Beryl? Well, she did contact Thors recently. She said she was visiting a town that wasn't on the map. But it doesn't sound like she's going to Hamel either. So that must be... Alright, let's go check there. Okay, we understand your request. We'll go gather the girls and we'll be back. Yep, the script's all ready to go, so we can start recording when you're ready. You can do whatever else you need to first, but I'm counting on you. You can leave this to us. We'll be back soon. Radio drama continued. Alright then. Let's go find some heroines for our radio drama. Okay, luckily she's in the frontier. Oh, the rumors were true. We were just talking about you. It sounds like things got tough, but I'm so glad Prince Olivert returned. So you've heard. But what are you doing here, Adel? So many of your companions are already working on the Courageous too. I just found out about the ship recently. I thought it would be a good chance to check in with instructors Mary and Makarov, and the Thor students as well. I've been working with Stark, who's heading up the school student section. You're really something else. And she's always working so hard. I heard about her family too. Sounds like things are tough. Oh, it's nothing much. Well, we were behind letting some of the students go anyway. And we've also been able to stall the training using the magic soul dots for a moment. What a relief. Yeah, it really is. I've also been helping to divert any pursuit of the students. We have to start planning for that strategy as well. Yes, getting insight from all of the members will be key. A strategy? Did something happen? You went to the training ground in Sutherland, right? We've been developing a plan to support you all recently. If you like, please stop by sometimes. Okay, we'll do that. Sounds concerning, though. But maybe we should visit the training ground in Sutherland. Oh, did you need something else from me, Reen? You're as sharp as ever. Actually, we received a request from Monk. They explained the details of the radio drama to Adel. Oh, sure, that sounds fine. Great, thanks a lot. You're always so helpful, Adel. Well, not as much as you, Toa, but I can give Monk a hand if he needs it. It's nearby too, so just let me know when you need me. Alright, thanks a lot. Send them on field studies. We got Adel's consent to be on the show. Just gotta find 3 more girls. So... lucky for us, Vivi's right here. Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm fine. No, you're not. I haven't heard from you in a month, and now you're working with a third party? And then you send me that unreasonable plan. Although, I guess a joint plan with the CNS is a good idea in light of all the censorship. Isn't it? I was thinking about asking Rex to help us too. Even though all our scripts keep getting rejected, it is true that we might have better luck internally. But we can't keep meeting like this. If you need something, just come talk to me in person. Oh, sorry, I can't do that. I don't want to see the army. So please, do your best, Director Renz. Don't mess with me. Take some responsibility for once. Sounds like Vivi's talking to her boss. Apparently she's asking for something unreasonable. Well, whatever. Oh, hi, Reen. Did you need something from me? Don't tell me Elisa and Fee have left you all alone, so a window's opened up for me? No. Actually, I have a request from Monk. Reen explained the details of the radio drama. Oh yeah, that previous drama was actually pretty interesting. It's pretty well known in the industry. Sure, I'll help you out. Perhaps I should call my sister. It might be fun for you to take the twin girls route. Oh, stop already. But thanks for agreeing. It's Trista Radio and Leaves, right? I'll head there right away. Right. Thanks. Vivi's like Muse, except... Vivi's like Muse, but she's not serious about it. She's just doing it to troll people. Muse is like, oh yeah, give me some of that Instructor D. I want to go to the other side here. Dr. Angelica and Dorothy here. Oh, hi, Reen. Dorothy and I were just having a little chat. I was asking if she could write about the friendship of some girls once in a while, and not just the boys. I'm telling you, that's against my beliefs. I should have figured you two would be talking about this. Oh, hi, Reen. Dorothy and I were just having a little chat. I don't know if there's a genius out there as good as Dorothy. Angelica, have you read my works before? Of course I have. So that's all the more reason I think it's regrettable that you're stuck with one worldview. How about we start discussing the charms of the young ladies once in a while? But... Angelica would be the one to push Dorothy like this. Dorothy, do you have a second? Oh? What is it? Reen explained the details of the radio drama. Wait a minute, I could never do something like that. But actually, all of the young girls I know listen to Eternal 9. I listened to it a few times as well, and in addition to the heroines, I think the rivalries between the heroes is interesting. Would you be able to help us out then? What a good chance! It could even provide you with some more material to write about. That's true. Yeah, I'll do it. Trista Radio and leaves, right? I'll go there right away. Yeah, thanks a lot. Got Dorothy's consent to be on the show. Anyway, we have to go to a town that's not on the map, and it's not Hamel. So, we're going to the Hidden Witch's Village, because it's clearly not on the map there. Although she's actually, in the store there. Or the script instruction is just super confusing. Yeah, it's the second thing from the bottom. No, it's not. It's in Roselia's atelier. No, it's not. It's in the inn. God. It's been so long since I've been in the city that I forget where everything is. I had a feeling you'd be in Ellen. It seems like she's a little lost. And somehow she got through the barrier. What? That shouldn't be. What is going on? I'm sorry to surprise you. I always wanted to pay a visit to the Phantom Land hidden in Istema. And I finally made it. I think it's useless to ask too many questions of Beryl. Or to ask how in the world she got here. One should not question the path of fate. I certainly hope ordinary people don't start to find a way in. Perhaps there's a disturbance in the transportation stones. I'll have to check them when I get the chance. That's a good idea. I have seen something dark approaching this place in my fortunes. Really? She's an odd one. Please don't cause the people here any trouble. Of course. We will stand in the face of the mysteries of the world in order to uncover them. Oh boy. You don't have to hide it, Reen. You need something from me, right? You need a substitute actor? Of course she would know. Oh, brother. Well, I'm not sure if it's something you'd even be interested in. Oh no, it's fine with me. This is also what fate has in store. Although, I'll be returning here when we're done, since I finally found this place. Of course. Alright, we can head over there on the Courageous too. Yes, as I seem to be the last one. Very well then. Let us follow the path that fate has outlined for us. Got Beryl's consent to be on the show. I was doing my best creepy voice. I don't know if I nailed it. And so Reen and the girls gathered at Trista Radio. After some instruction and rereading of the script, they got started. Alright, let's do the next bit. Early on, reporter Rory contacts Noin. Rory is Nanai's twin sister, so he suspected something strange was going on. Yo, Noin! You're looking as grumpy as ever. Aw, has Nanai not called you for a while? How about I comfort you instead? Alright, this is the important part. Here we go. Oh my god, what? Okay, once again the script is not giving me the correct answers, so I gotta go switch on over my crap to kanji again. Alright, here's my chance. So, option 1, continue with the mischief to switch to break the ice. Or 2, change the subject and calmly get to the point. So, in this case, we want to go with the second one. Change the subject and calmly get to the point. have the important information you were waiting for. I see. So that's what it is. So, you're on that side now, are you, Rory? Cut! Absolutely brilliant! This was exactly the right dynamic between the heroine and the main character. We're just getting started. So I'm a nasty woman right at the beginning, and also at the finale. It's a pretty interesting role. Alright, the next scene is the end of the first half. Noin will bring the cipher to the librarian Heine to decipher. And then, another agent, Ahat, who respects Noin's strength, but doesn't agree with his methods, appears. This is Heine's reaction after seeing him. Oh, Noin and Ahat, I know you guys don't get along well, but you do trust each other. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel the tears in my... Is that tears or tears? I feel the tears in my heart. No, I need to snap to it. So, should I compose myself to keep the story going? Or B, respond while blatantly being excited? No, we gotta stick to the script, guys. So, we gotta compose ourselves. I've deciphered the clue, and it relates to a key from ancient Zemuria. Thank you for regaining your composure. Now, let us hear the details. Cut! Oh, that was perfect! That was also exactly the dynamic I was looking for. Oh, thank goodness it went well. I was worried about what would happen if she got even more excited. Sorry, his actual line was, good work. Alright. Now we're in the second half, and Noin's chances of getting through Ahat's raid depends on one woman. A mysterious fortune teller who he's encountered many times before. What will Velvet tell us? Both the crystal ball and the tarot lead to one conclusion. Who is behind all this? No, why is this happening? Next is the acting. Choices. Reaffirm Noin's suspicions. Reaffirm Noin's suspicions sadly. Or reaffirm them pleasantly. So we want to go with the first answer here. But you should know the truth already, Noin. Right, it's Ahat. If he wasn't a little human at all, he wouldn't lend a hand. And in this incident, things are even more restricted, so dealing with him... And cut! Whew, another perfect take! I gotta say, you're a real natural at this. It's a shame I could only portray a mysterious character for so short a time. Hiding the details of the incident certainly makes it more dramatic. And now it's the climax! Martial law has been declared in the capital. In the midst of all that, Selma, daughter of the Earl, is plotting a terrorist attack to overthrow the Chancellor. Noin arrived just in time, and he's able to talk to Selma, who is holding the evil sword. This is for the people, for the country. It's something I decided to sacrifice myself for. Otherwise, the kingdom will fall to the Chancellor, and the second princess, who is our light of hope, will be buried in the darkness. I can really sympathize with this character. Now then. Should I pull out the evil sword and thrust intensely? Or 2, pull out the evil sword and quietly thrust it. Oh god. Kanji matching game. Kanji matching game. Okay, so we want to pick the second choice here. Quietly thrust it in. Now, pull back, Noin, or I shall cut you down. I see, so you found your resolve. But in that case, I cannot pull back here. And cut! Wonderful, wonderful! Man, you are a natural. I can't believe how well you're doing. We disregarded the curse on the evil sword. Is that alright? Of course! The details don't matter! Adel was really awesome, though. Reen, everyone, nice work! That was really fun! Oh, thank you so much! I think we can complete the show in time now. Adel, Dorothy, Vivi, Beryl, you guys were amazing! You should consider becoming regulars here. Oh, Monk, you're so sweet! Well, I do like being praised. Well, if the chance arises, I'll have to think about it. I'm really interested in Noin and Ahat's secret relationship. If the stars align again, I will lend you a hand. So that's going to be broadcast in 4 days then. Yes, although our director Michael has to cut it into the perfect package first. So we have to edit it all today. I'm getting pretty pumped. Afterwards, Vivi and Dorothy went back to the ship. Before heading to Lemaire, Adel went to the ship as well. And somehow, Beryl found her way to Ellen again. Radio drama continued, complete. And we got 2 extra AP. And we also received a time quartz. I'll have to open up my orbit thing to find out what the heck it is. Okay, it looks like the time bell. So you know what? Here you go, Doobly. Have the time bell. My treat. Actually, no, that's terrible on her. Why would I do that? Crow could use it. Alrighty then. So let's go deal with this monster request. Where is it? Forte, choice 4. Okay, so it's actually this area here that the fishing quest is also here, so this turned out pretty well. So yeah, the fishing spot's over there, and the monster we need to deal with is somewhere. There it is. It's hard to tell because they're like the exact same size dots as the regular monsters you're wandering about. Anyway, time for Yuna to redeem her fishing license. Yeah, I caught a big boy there. And got 400 of each sepith. God damn. This is a big fish. Oh shit, dude, you caught a big fish. Damn, you must kick some serious ass. As expected of the fishing king. Bitch, you know it. Damn straight, son. Now, let's Let's go over to the old man's place and smoke some sweet... What? What the fuck? And that's why I'm not allowed to dub things. Alright. Weirdness aside, let's go deal with this monster quest now. Damn, you are progressing fast, Pats fan. I mean, I'm stuck going at my own pace, but... Anyway. Let's go deal with the spicy boy here. Take care, Crimson. And I certainly will. Toaster has no brakes, has no handrails, but we'll be fine. Maybe. Ugh. We're gonna go to space. Funny thing is, Yuna keeps covering for Elisa. It means she can't counterattack. Apparently he doesn't like being slashed, which sucks for me. But I can pretty much sustain this wolf thing for the rest of the fight. Bam. Nice. I mean, I still hate Vantage Masters, and I don't like playing it, but I'm glad that you're having a good time with it. Oh, lame. That's true. I didn't get to have that luxury. Mostly it was just the opposite happening to me. Anyway, this monster was a chump. Well, that's the combination of dodge, tanks, and insight for you. And for our troubles, we picked up 7,000 Mira, as well as an additional bonding event. So woo, go us. I also picked up a new quartz there. I just want to see what that is. I picked up two, actually. First is this, like, mega health and EP one. And the second one seems to be the water bell. So that's going on Elliot here, I think. Or it would if I had that slot upgraded. Whoopsie daisies. Speaking of chests, I didn't get that one over there. I should go ahead and pick that up. Oh, that's why it's a trial chest. This is Altina, Muse, Tita, and Lisa. Well, I don't think beating a sword in Vantage Masters is very fair. Anyway, that's why I haven't picked that up. I should, remember to do so later. Alright. Well, let's head back to the ship for now, then. True enough. Put Altina in our party for a little bit. Anyway, there's a bunch of miscellaneous events that the script missed, so I'm going to take care of those first. Because you don't have any reason to go to St. Arc. There's no quests or anything here. But, you do miss your opportunity of getting a book if you don't come here. So, always a good idea to check these places. Anyway, you want to go to the High Arms Estate here. And Marco's High Arms is kicking out the trash. Nice. Apparently it seems like Lucy is working with Marcos Hyams for the time being. And she's saying, get the fuck out, dude. You don't belong here. Nice. Gross. God damn it. Nice. That's crazy. Anyway, we want to go in here and we want to speak to Secretary Lucy. Because she has this book for us. And that's the entire reason why we came this way. Because none of this is translated, and that's really unfortunate. Alright. We want to walk towards the fortress here. Only because there is another sub-event coming. And this one is also not translated, so you'll have to make do.
Yes,
What are you gonna do with all those tickets? That's exactly one for every other character you'll get. Looks like these guys are still heavily under the influence of the curse. Or at least, that's what I feel like is going on here. That's wild. That is too many event tickets. Alright. Anyway, they gave us a hint to check out the South Sutherland Road here, so... well, let's see what's going on here. Oh, if it isn't, Fritz and the Fisher duo. Again, this isn't translated, so... we don't know what the hell they're talking about. But we do get a note from Kenneth for that. And we can trade that fish we just caught for him. So, lots of defense. Which means somebody will like it. You know what? Yeah, I'll give it to Altina. Why not? Just make her a brick wall of pain. Nice. It's way more than what I got right now. I mean, I'm missing one just random fish here, and I'm not sure where I can find it, but that's fine. I can do that off screen. And then I'm just missing some of the big old boys here. Yeah. Yeah, 218, and about 240 treasure chests from looks. I'm doing alright. Anyway, if you want to do that main quest, that's there. I don't think I want to do that yet, because I still have a bonding event to do. Just want to check if I'm got everything I need to get. Some gambling stuff. Do. Alright. Oh yay. Good luck spending 30 minutes palming it up. I hope you're excited for that. Anyway, you want to talk to the gardening club here. And by doing so, you get another note about Fee. So, this one's a good one not to miss. You figured out the trick to success? Oh, she's not an actual Shaw. Okay, cool. Alright. So, my bonding event choices are Toa, Celine, and Kurt. Which means I'm choosing Kurt. So, deal with it. He's also got a letter. Kurt, you reading something? Oh, instructor. Well, my brother actually gave me a letter. From Colonel Mueller. Wait, but we met him in person, so why a letter? I was wondering the same thing, so I wanted to start reading it. But please don't worry about it, it's a family matter. It does say if you have time, and since we're off to the sacred ground, we obviously don't. A letter from Colonel Mueller. I'm definitely curious. Kurt, we do have the time, and if this matter concerns the family of one of my students, if I can be of any help, let me come along too. Instructor. Well, I appreciate it. I'm sure it's a big bother to you, but would you mind coming somewhere with me then? And so, Reen and Kurt went to a certain place together. On the way, Kurt told Reen the contents of the letter. Oh, it's the old Vander training hall. I don't see the special guard anywhere. I thought this was a conscription office now. They must have just been called into the capital. Perfect timing. Kurt, I was waiting for you. Brother. It's good to see you, Colonel. A quick reunion. And Schwarzer's here too. I'm sorry for the sudden summons. but would you mind accompanying me for a bit? As Kurt's instructor, of course I'm here to help. After all, I was called here by name as a partner. It's true, right, brother? You found the other one of the twin swords that Roland used. Yes. So that's it. Roland's twin sword. The right sword that goes along with the left we found in Rackwell. While preparing for our departure on the Courageous II, I found it, almost as if I was being led to it. I never expected that you would have found the other already. It must be fate. So the fact that you've come here means you know what we must do then, Kurt. Yes, brother, and I've read the letter. I will have you entrust that sword to me. To that end, Instructor Reen and I will receive your challenge. I hate to ask all of a sudden, but why me of all people? I'm from a different school, so why would you ask me to participate in a Vander-style event? Well, that is a good question. Simply put, it's the will of our ancestors. As soon as I grabbed this blade, the will of Roland filled me. Kurt, who will inherit the twin blades, and Schwarzer, the Ashen Chevalier. It is not unlike the relationship between Roland, who followed Dreikels, the Lionheart Emperor. And... wait, what? Do I not have any more lines? Okay, cool. It just stopped. Alright. I have no more lines for this event. I'm sorry, everyone. I should have picked an event that was, you know, actually translated by the translator. But whatever. This is fine. Anyway, let's fight Mueller. I don't really have a good team for this, but... oh, it's not an actual fight. Thank goodness. Just one of these off-screen things. That's basically like, okay, you guys kicked my ass. I can entrust the sword to you. Use the will of Roland wisely. Those swords look really cool. Kick some ass, Kurt. Brother. I definitely will. I can't wait to stomp Cedric into a tiny puddle of blood. And it's all thanks to you. So, I'm going to do it. Kurt. Yeah, you can definitely kill His Majesty. Just be careful with those things. They're pretty sharp. Right. I think I did a good job with that. Afterwards, they returned back to the Courageous. And Kurt got to play with his swords. And now we can change his appearance in the menu here. Roland Vander's swords. And as such, that is what we will be doing. So as you can see, his swords look very fancy now. Alright. Okay. I could continue on, but the only thing I really have left to do is either stuff I would rather do off screen, or the main story. And since this video's run pretty long already, it's probably a good time to take a break. So, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Hope you had a lot of fun. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're watching this on Twitch, thanks a lot for coming out today. I had a lot of fun. So make sure to stay safe. And, yeah, don't drink the wine.